Okay, guys, good evening. Welcome back. We are doing 2 games tonight. The first is Australian Plastic Space Force No Heroes, round 5. And tonight we have Brendan. Welcome.
Hi, guys. How you going? Thanks for having us on again.
Always a pleasure. Nathan, also we welcome.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Excellent. And we're joined with special guest Suresh.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
That's you. Yeah, that's you. You did it fine. And of course, Taco.
Hello, everyone.
Alrighty. Now, we are doing round 5, as I mentioned. Have you guys, to the players, before I pass it on to the commentators, just a couple of questions. To the players, have you guys each played a new list each week? Different faction? So Brendan first.
Yes, I have so far. Due to some scheduling issues, I didn't actually get my game in last week. But yeah, so far each round's been something different, which is what I always enjoy doing. So yeah, very much enjoying the league. And thanks again to Jeff for putting it on.
He's a great guy. And Nathan, what about you? Have you been doing a different list each week?
I certainly have. Different list every single week. I couldn't play Sloan Swarm for the whole league. That'd be a bit unfun.
Oh, well, okay. Well, and then the final question is, what do you have for next week? What faction haven't you flying and that you're considering flying next week?
What am I left with? I think I've got Separatists and something else. What else is it? Definitely Separatists. I can't remember the other one. And Galactic Republic left. So one of those two.
Awesome.
I'll figure it out on Sunday.
We might have 7 weeks. Jeff was mentioning, so we might get to one faction each week. But anyway, guys, look, I'm going to throw you into the your own room now. Wishing you both luck.
Thank
and
you.
I'll pass it off to the commentary. One moment.
Thank you.
And okay, Suresh. I am going to be here on standby. I'm not going to mute my mic because it's Suresh's first time. So, firstly, for those who don't know, we're doing the Australian Plastic Space Force. As we gave a quick little intro to Suresh on the rundown of it, which it involves no-name pilots. Each of the ships have to have no-name pilots. There's a 2-ship limit, so you can only have 2 of the same chassis. And on top of that, you can use any unique upgrade as well. You are allowed the upgrades as extended, so you have full option there. But you must only have one, or you must not. You can only have one initiative for blah blah. I'm failing this miserably. Thank God you guys are here. So Suresh, this is your first time doing the stream. Welcome.
Thanks, mate. It's good to actually check out X-Wing while I'm at home. So hopefully I actually have something interesting for people to hear.
Oh, I'm sure you will. For those that don't know, Suresh is a Queenslander currently. You mentioned that you might be moving away back from Sydney, but he is a Queenslander local and a great player. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Suresh. You said 5 years, right? You've been playing X-Wing?
Yeah, I started playing X-Wing in 2015. Probably was that guy that grew up playing 40k, and then I busted this out on my coffee table, and I've actually never looked back since. So really, really, really thoroughly enjoy the way this plays. I've enjoyed the community, and like you mentioned, I do travel around a bit, and showing up to a place, jump on Facebook, work out where people are playing X-Wing, and you meet some really, really great people. I think you can ask for much more in this game.
Awesome. All right, Taco, you want to start things off with the breakdown of the list?
Sounds good. So, how about this? Suresh, which side do you want to take? And I'll take the other side.
Tell you what, I'll take the First Order.
Good.
Like we mentioned before, I like the look of that list. Although it's sometimes hard to bet against Brendan, having played him before.
Good player.
And that Phantom's going to be his really key here, because the chassis that the First Order have, those 2 BAs and the silencer, are going to be really, really, really tough.
Mhm.
with the Starkiller pilot. If you actually get some shots on, that's going to be a problem for the Imperials. That said, we've got this lineup here with the Onyx sentries, possibly looking to joust. Could be a problem for the Starkiller based pilot.
Yeah, true. They are kind of lined up to do a joust. So the new TIE brutes that we're talking about, the on Brandon's side here, Onyx Squadron Sentry, each of them has the sync laser cannons, giving them a 3-die attack at range 2 and 3, with a targeting assist config. And they are pretty. They are one of the few the new ships that are just arrived. And do you think that the Starkiller base pilot would come in and joust those two right up? That would be interesting to see. With also on Brandon's side, also a I3 Black Squadron Scout, the TIE Striker with crack shot, and of course that we're talking about the Sigma Squadron Ace with trick shot, collision detector, fifth brother, targeting computer, pretty big loadout, 73 points, pretty fat. And in this game, because Brandon has given the initiative to Nathan, the Sigma Squadron Ace would be going last. And like what Suresh has pointed out, would be the key to his list.
Yeah, so Nathan's. We'll see what happens, but I'm not sure he's got a hell of a lot of options with regards to the setup here. He can try and get that Starkiller based pilot away from the sentries, but that might be a bit challenging. So his best or better option might actually be to just dive in and deal damage. It's not maybe the greatest option,
Mhm.
but it might just be better than running away and taking shots in the back. Trying to see how long he lasts and dominate the middle of the board. That's his other option there.
Right.
Try and pin the Sigma Squadron down or even the Scout with a couple of 4-dice attacks if those sentries come in. So he's got two options. We'll see which one he takes. But Brendan's really going to, I think, try and put the pressure on with those two sentries.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I guess we told them that they can start whenever. Yeah. So the real Jeff Sender says, well, firstly he says hi. Is that my brother Suresh in the commentary team? So Suresh says hi. Jeff says hi, and also some folks are saying that they're not sure about the round zero where the rock placement is set up. It seems a bit spread out, and yeah, someone said that it's a very strange round zero. Not sure I like the asteroid setup here for trick shot. What do you think, Suresh? I mean, I haven't really played with trick shot phantoms a lot. I would imagine they would try to dance around them, but with the spread like this, it seems like it'd be less efficient to fight in anything in the middle of the board.
It's a really big hole in the middle of the board, and it'll be very interesting to see who can actually take advantage of that.
That's true.
Starkiller-based pilot, maybe. Now, the Sigma Squadron Ace, while he's got collision detector and trick shot,
Just
he
run
probably
through
doesn't
the
wanna-
rocks.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go through them, and he might not want to actually fight there. Those BAs are still pretty good knife fighters, so
Mhm.
we'll see how that goes. And you can see Brendan now moving up, not too fast, but pretty clear that he wants to see if he can force the Starkiller based pilot
Right.
to either try running away, or he's not going to win a trade with all the weight of dice coming at that one green die.
Right. That is true. I mean, I would imagine, of course, the Starkiller base would be a trade piece, trying to just trade as much for its health and its 4-dice gun. It looks to be like a typical joust here. I mean, on the first order side, the two TIE BAs, they can do a lot of damage with their double modding, taking a strain to lock and then focusing. But I'm not sure if I agree with this straight up joust here.
I think.
What do you think, Suresh?
It's going to be.
Yes, Nobby.
Yeah, let Suresh go first. I was going to say I want to say something about this, but yeah, Suresh, go. That's right.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a real challenge there, because you probably don't want to take the strain in the joust scenario. So he's got to try and maybe get around the rock that's over just in the middle of the board, and try and come in from a different angle to his Starkiller base pilot. That said, he's stopped the Upsilon. Try and give him some more time, which will force Brendan to commit. So I think they're just playing for a little bit of time at the moment. But the way I'm starting to, I guess, look at it, Brendan is really got the initiative, with regards to the placement of his ships at the moment.
Right.
Yeah. So you're thinking they're going to go straight up joust. I think that you might see that he's going to self-pump that Starkiller base onto the BA interceptors, and then I think he could potentially kind of like turn in between the two rocks on the BA interceptors. I don't think he's going to go for straight up joust. He could. The thing is, he has the option that he can, but because of those BA interceptors can do like the hard one barrel roll, then back out to the board, he can delay that as well. Meanwhile, just being in there to get in to the Starkiller base's way, just to keep it back a bit. As for the open rocks, I wanted to mention that because he's got a decloaking, I was going to say whisper, but it's not whisper. It's a
Sigma
decloaking.
Squadron Ace.
Yes, Sigma Squadron Ace. Thank you. Yep. He's got one of those. To decloak, you need a bit of space. He does have collision detector, but you don't want to have to be using it. So that's why I think he's favoured that spread out rock scenario. So I think it's actually personally in favour of Brendan in the way of the layout, just because he needs the space to do the two bank decloaks, and he wants the space for his two medium base ships versus we got one large base on the other side. So
Right.
I think while it looks a little weird, I think Brendan's done the right thing there, and he has done the layout that favours him. So it's not necessarily a bad one. I think it favours him a bit more,
Right.
the others. Do we, if they're both joust, I'm going to ask the question. Someone else mentioned in the chat, but if they're both joust, who do you think's got the advantage?
Brendan.
I have the slight. Yeah, I think Brandon. Well, actually, depending if the joust is happening this turn, I might see that the Phantom might not have enough time to really bear in, and with the 4-dice gun and the double modding of the BAs, they might be able to take out a ship. I might give it to the First Order by a slight bit, depending on what Nathan does.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So for me,
Yeah, sure.
I still think it's Brendan. So the BAs don't want to joust. They're not joust pieces, whereas the sentries, probably are, or more of one than the BAs.
Right.
And then while the Starkiller base pilot has got a big gun and lots of health, if he stands in front of those two sentries for 2 rounds, he's not going to be looking very good by the end of that. With only one green die to actually give him any defense.
Right.
And here we go. We've just seen that Starkiller base pilot
2 banks in.
Really
2
going banks
for,
in, and he's really going to park himself in front of those two sentries.
It looks like he is just going out straight for the joust. I'm wondering if there's not much space for the Onyx sentries to really like maneuver out. They pretty much have to go in there. Oh, is that a coordinate from the Starkiller base to the front?
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
A coordinate, because he intentionally changed the dial and put an evade on. Yeah, I'd say that was a coordinate.
Oh, that's nice. Very defensive there. Focus and an evade. Thinking to maybe go in on the Sigma Squadron Ace. That looks like it.
Really had to do something there to get himself, another approach option. Maybe doesn't need to take it, but another approach option towards those two sentries. So now we see Brendan's starting to look at some locks, and this is going to tell us what he's thinking.
Right. I think he's trying to decide between the Star Killer base and the Thai BAs. It's tough because you want to burn down the Star Killer base pilot, or else you're just going to take damage from his gun, and it's just scary. It's just a effectively a control piece, keeping you away from the front of the Upsilon.
Well, not only that, the Star Killer base next turn is in a prime position to block those Thai brutes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say the big boys, the fat boys.
The thick boys.
Oh yeah, they're thick boys. Yeah. They're huge. If you see them on the actual table.
Yeah, they are gigantic. They are like the size of a Thai Punisher, I think, or even bigger. Kind of scary. Okay. All right. I guess they chose to go onto the Thai BA, the yellow one, which kind of makes sense. I don't think they can do enough damage to take out the Upsilon in one turn or like damage it significantly. So, all right, we see.
Here we go.
Green
Here's
Fang.
here's the silencer, and he looks like he's committing.
He doesn't want to stay there. He's got a crack shot.
Yeah, I hope he realized that.
Oh,
But I don't think he can really go anywhere because
no, he's
any
taking
barrel roll out or even boost might still get in the
yeah. I thought he might be able to do a boost and then a barrel roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting choice now for the Phantom. Does he come in left and commit, or does he try and skirt around the edge?
I think he has a very good chance to really do damage to the silencer here.
He has targeting computer, so he doesn't even have passive sensitivity. You just do targeting computer, take a lock if he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a force point there too. Is he going to go for the silencer, or is he going to go for focus fire?
Here we go. He's taken the lock, and he's deciding now.
This is a tough choice.
Yeah.
Because you got the crack shot line on there, so you got the nice good shot on the Thai silencer. Yeah, I think that would be the correct choice there.
Right.
Gonna have a 3-on-2.
Yep.
Very average roll there.
I don't.
Probably not what he's after.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to spend. He needs the protection.
Yeah. Especially with the crack shot coming through.
Yep. Okay. Guess now it's the Origin Ace.
3-on-3. So a lock.
Ooh.
Oh, just one. Might just be able to natty defend that.
Yep, he did.
And that silencer is leading a charmed life right now.
for now. Very lucky there.
Nathan's now shooting up with threes.
Yes. I mean, I would shoot the Phantom.
Phantom.
Yeah, that's my thought as well.
No, I think the Duchess is not Duchess. The Black Hornet's got 4 hit points. It's got 4 hit points. Yeah.
That's true, and I think it's in range of the Upsilon. So yeah, maybe you might. Yeah, I think that's the better option, the Striker.
Oh,
that's rough.
Oh, what is happening here? Blank out. That is painful. Right. Still okay. Still alive. Points. Still okay. Everything's good. Everything's fine.
And I got to be careful because one thing you don't know is there's a little joke going on in the local is that if I complain about dice, Suresh has to go and do a sit up, and I don't want to be out of breath for the rest of the commentary, so I'm not going to mention dice.
All right. There we go again. And all right,
Doesn't
Natty evades half point.
Actually, I think they were push-ups, Nobby.
Push-ups are push-ups. What did I say? Sit-ups. Push-ups. You're doing them. What was it at the local store? Here we go. Big boy.
All right, the ability for the target assist MGK 300, where before you engage,
You read it up.
yep, if you have no green tokens and you're not stressed, to gain 1 calculate for each enemy ship at range 2 to 3 in your firing up to a maximum of 2. So that's great ability. So now, because he locked the first order provocateur, the yellow one, he gets effectively double mods, 2 calculates and a lock.
And because he had to sort of calculate that too, the BA did not get a range bonus because of the synced
Laser cannons.
Synced laser cannon.
That's
correct.
right. Attack. If you are calculating, the defender does not apply the range bonus. So this is fantastic, especially when you have 2 calculates. You get to spend 1 and still be effectively calculating. All right. Rolling and spending 1 calculate.
Ooh.
Ooh. Now, taking 2 shields down and 1 hit.
1 damage. It's alive.
Yep.
Might be regretting spending that focus. So they did get him. That focus did get him a couple of damage through. So he's going for the rain, the crack shot.
Didn't even need a crack shot there.
Yeah.
2 shields.
That's rough.
I think Brendan's got to be a little bit happier with how this is going, but he's still got the Starkiller-based pilot to deal with.
You should hit the. I mean, if I were him, I would shoot the striker. There is a chance that he might, roll well and maybe not that well, but able to take him out.
4 dice through that rock. It'll be another subpar roll, but here we go.
Oh, he's still got the focus.
Yes.
Sorry, he's still got the focus.
All right, and that works out. Okay, now let's see. Both sides have some points on the table. Half on the striker and half on the yellow Thai BA. Suresh, what do you think? Do you think which one has the advantage? Which side?
I really do think Brendan's got a bit of an advantage now.
I kind of
not a lot of damage done, and nobody's taken a critical hit that's going to really change the way they've got to fly this.
Right.
The Starkiller based pilot. What I like, what I might want to see here from him, he might need to turn in. That could confuse Brendan's targeting priority a bit.
Right.
But we've got a big group of those first order ships.
Right.
It's almost like they're boxed in by those two sentries, and they're really need to push towards the center of the board. I'm not sure where the test pilot's going to go. There's a couple of options there. He could try a big K, and maybe try and get in behind and start pumping out more damage.
Right.
But I think Brendan's got a positional advantage, even though no one's really taken serious damage. I don't know if that's the way, if that's what you're seeing, and I'm curious to hear what you think, what you think Brendan might do, and what tricks Nathan might be able to pull out to change that game state.
That's yeah. So I think Brendan, like what you said, he has the initiative right now in terms of determining what's happening next, especially with the Thai Phantom on the outskirts there, able to cloak and decloak to left or right, probably right, to kind of swing around. And I think Nathan has to be careful of the Thai striker right in front of the first order test pilot, because if he tries to do a 1 hard or 2 hard and tries to, swing around for the Phantom, he might get blocked. So you're right. I think maybe one of the turnaround maneuvers might be best for the first order test pilot. I agree with you. The Starkiller base, I mean, there's really no point right now for him to just keep going in straight and joust.
There's two things. There's something you're missing. You guys both missing. Collision detector.
Oh,
He can decloak straight. He can decloak straight and go right over that rock.
that is true. He probably wouldn't want to go straight over to just face like possibly the two provocateurs and the
I agree with that. I'm just saying you got to remember that is an option for
that
him.
is true.
He could straighten.
Very sneaky there.
He probably wouldn't. He probably didn't.
Yep.
He didn't. But that was just what I wanted to throw in there.
Yeah.
As for Starkiller base, he's in a good position to block those tie brutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I worry if you do a hard turn in there, no, he's good. No, I like that. I actually like him going in there. He can just coordinate.
Right.
There we go. Here's a coordinate. Yeah, he can just go in there, be a block, and coordinate the other ships.
He is, I think, coordinating a focus on the first order test pilot. Probably that's a mistake.
Oh no, okay. He coordinated the focus, and then did a red booster off that.
Yep, the auto thrusters. Yeah, very good. Turning away from the Phantom here, giving Brandon flank for the Phantom. That's a risky play, but it looks like he is swinging around and engaging the two tie brutes there.
I think that test pilot might be trying to swing in for a brute.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was hard two there from that. Which, if it was his plan, I wonder if not shooting and softening up a brute that first round of shooting was not a.
Okay.
I'm just going to swing the camera around, guys. So he can actually swing out that turret around, but because the turret doesn't matter, because it can only be the turret which is sync laser, which only works at 2 to 3. He can't shoot out the back.
He will shoot out with his normal gun, which is just 2 dice, which is 3.
No, it's only at the front. Right? Only the turret that can be shot out the back with that card.
His basic gun is a 2 dice turret. And the yellow tie brute.
No, it's only the turret that counts as a only the cannon that counts as a turret.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So his primary won't, but he could potentially catch that tie silencer if he swings around the wall.
Ouch! The tie striker.
Oh, got caught on the rock too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. No, that's a very good play there. Blocking the adaptive ailerons from the striker, and then causing him to run over the rock there.
Yeah,
one more damage.
The tie. That wing is very, very big on the screen.
Very gigantic. Okay, looks like, I mean, this is a very good move by Nathan to kind of converge on the yellow Onyx Scorpion Sentry. However, it gives Brendan a free flank by the Phantom from behind.
And the yellow first order provocateur is really going to feel that, I reckon, in a minute.
Yeah, it might not be long for this world. Rolling 3 hits and a crit by the High Silencer. Very nice there.
Unpilot.
Unpilot?
Yep.
Okay.
Good round for Nathan, I think.
I think he's going to lose a couple of shots though when see what the Phantom does here.
Mm-hmm. Range 3. Well, through a rock. Oh, but with the strain that the Thai BA took to get the lock there.
And he got trick shot. He got trick shot.
Trick shot and a lock.
Oh no.
And a force.
That
Oof.
might be enough.
Hey,
He's got to spend it.
oh, he still takes one and dies.
That's unfortunate there. And because of the initiative, he got initiative killed and never got the fire back.
Yeah, he's only got one more shot there with the Starkiller base bumping.
Yes, that is true.
So that trick shot did provide dividends for Brendan.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I decide if you should spend it.
I think you should.
Oh. 3 more damage straight to the Onyx Scorching Sentry.
Yeah. I think he's got to get one of the brutes off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Stunned pilot actually might help there. That brute's in a really tough spot.
Looks pretty congested there. So that's the red, activating the red. High brute first, range 1 onto.
What was he shooting?
From the back to the Starkiller base pilot.
Yes, but can he? Because we're.
No, you can. Just use the normal gun, the normal like red turret. Nothing to do with the Seek laser
that's
cannons.
right. It is a turret. Okay, yep. The primary is a turret. Yep.
Yes.
Never mind me. I'm bad at X-Men. Don't worry. I thought it was only the cannon that is treated like a turret.
All right. Let's see. One hit, 1 evade. Okay, clean. And because the striker is on a rock, it doesn't get to shoot. And now just clean up.
Now if yellow had survived, he would have been able to kill that. Good chance he would have been able to kill that brute. Unfortunate that could not survive the shot, which leads to the last turn we're spending that focus. That said, the TIE Striker sitting on 1 health is still a good spot. It's still anyone's game here.
Right. Yeah. Now, what does he do with the Starkiller base pilot? Does he try to act as a blocker, just stay there, or do you think that he would kind of like 4 straight or 3 bank out? Because right now it's kind of weird, right? Like, I mean, it's a great blocker, it's a great piece, but it has a 4 dice gun and it's not using it.
It was not only that; he's in good spot to potentially block the TIE Striker, but those brutes will just shoot forward and rotate to the rear.
That's
the
right.
real problem he's got to watch out for is he's potentially blocking the red BA interceptor and the TIE silencer. He's kind of, just by being there, he's doing more blocking for himself than he is for the opponent.
That's very true. I would imagine he would go fast and coordinate again the TIE silencer, because that's a great efficiency, using the auto thrusters to kind of do multiple actions in one turn.
I agree with you. I think that would be the way to go for this turn. Unfortunately, he's also worried because he has to turn at some point because the big gun is out of the fight.
It'll take him some time though, and it will depend if he thinks he get more value out of blocking, or taking maybe 2 to 3 rounds to get that 4 dice gun back in the fight.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of a coordinate for the test pilot. Although I don't think the test pilot's in a bad position, even if the yellow brute never moves anywhere because of a block. There's not much that Brendan can actually do to exploit that, and he'll have his gun pointing at the scout or the red sentry. So I think he can actually still do some damage. The harder one is what you do with the red provocateur.
Yeah.
He's looking at that ace behind him, and
He's like,
really,
please don't kill me.
I think, reconsidering his life choices at the moment.
Pretty much.
You gotta put some pressure on that Sigma Squadron ace, because
Thought he might have had a chance last round. Maybe put that red provocateur, on his own side of that rock. Think about jousting the ace. I'm not sure if it'll come off for him, but actually gives the ace something to worry about rather than the ace actually being in this position now, where he's really taking his pick of who he wants to target next. And I don't think anybody's really going to be able to do much about him in the next round.
Right. I agree. I mean, I feel like for Brendan's game, he's happy to trade the 2 tie brutes for whatever he can take, and then let the Sigma Squadron ace be the end game. And looking at him decloak.
I mean, he's a perfect endgame piece in this No More Heroes League.
I just want to say, because he's got the trick shot on, he can afford to just take these pot shots out of range, even though he'll get cover from the rocks. It's just such a great for this particular thing, because a 4 dice shot, if he commits to it, he's going to start dancing through the rocks. And then the two breeds have enough hold that they can take several turns to kill. Okay, so he coordinated a focus into barrel roll.
Okay. That tells us that the silencer is going to do a 2 hard to the right, the ship right.
Almost guaranteed.
Yeah. All right. Doing a slow 2 straight there, I think, to set up the block.
Yeah, and try and finish off the scout.
No, he's taking to complete. Not Australian.
I doesn't think he'll get a shot here.
Very good. Yeah, that's probably a good reasoning there. Taking evade, trying to survive. Definitely worried about the Sigma Squadron ace behind coming up.
He's going to have arc, I think.
Yeah, that's a good move there. Just 1 straight from the red on Squadron Sentry. And taking a lock, I think. Yeah, does he want to finish off the red Type BA?
I'd like to go for the BA if I was Brendan. I really think the Starkiller base pilot,
that's a little greedy
could move
there.
to get the coordinates, but now he's out of the fight, and he's probably going to be out of the fight because he won't be able to get around that rock just off to his own left.
Yeah,
which means that he's going to come around it, give him 3 rounds at the minimum.
Yeah, I think the yellow one's going to go fast. Yeah,
he's got 2 to actually clear.
Yeah,
There we go.
4 straight there makes sense. Does a calculate and rotate the turret back.
So is that a red action? Sorry, I'm just curious because it's new ship.
No, it's because of the
Target assist.
Target assist, correct. Normally it is a red action, but this one makes it white. Okay.
Put the card up. Just put the card up on straight.
Yep.
Because it's a new ship. So
let's see.
Ooh.
I think he's going to try and go for the kill here. Give his provocateur 1 less thing to worry about.
Yeah, I don't think the provocateur will survive this round.
Still on full health.
Yeah, Yeah, with 4 dice coming potentially. Choosing to
Choosing to boost was interesting there too.
yeah.
Maybe to drop the range to range 2. He's really got to deal some damage because he's feeling behind in the race at the moment, and the Starkiller base pilot won't be able to help him. We'll see what Brendan does with this.
Choosing to
Lock.
lock. It's actually from the thing. It's actually not an obstructed shot from the High Phantom to the first order test pilot there.
It won't be. It won't be. It was just for the lock, was it?
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
it looks clear.
Yeah, from the lock, it showed that it was.
Oh, do we have a riches too? It's been the lock, no.
That.
I say let's save the focus. Save the focus. He's got to nutty evade it.
Yeah.
He will nutty evade it, but
Never mind. Yeah. That does
1 in 7
swing it.
chance.
Yep.
1 in 7 chance.
That does swing it slightly back towards. Oh. Whoa.
That's not my fault. That's my fault. I told you he was going to nutty evade it, and he would.
Ouch. That's rough. That's rough.
Is
He
that a push-up?
survives.
No. You're welcome to. I won't stop you, but it wasn't a dice complaint. I'm just saying it's my fault. I jinxed the dice. I called them out. They listened. I said ears.
All right, 4 dice because it's obstructed. Probably rolling, spending the lock. Oh, okay. 2 hits and a crit. And that's a crit through.
Yep.
Crit is console fire. Could have been worse. Could have been very much worse.
So also you mentioned about it being strange about the boost. I think the reason he boosted was to try and deny the trick shot.
Mhm.
Because if he didn't boost, he was definitely going to be trick shotted.
That
Yes.
is true.
He's got a range 1 there on the red BA, or he's got a range 2 on TIE Silencer.
Yeah, I would have gone the silencer as well, I think.
I think that's the correct choice.
Just 1 hit and
All the
it
evades.
up. Yep. So the target assist, MGK 300, comes in again, giving him 2 free calculates there. Very good ability. Deciding to go against the. So I think he's switching targets.
He's got the silencer at range 2, which is not too bad for him.
Doesn't get the lock bonus, but he's spending
Got 2 calculates.
And is that a. Oh, it's 2 evades. Oh, all the natties.
If he's doesn't need to spend a focus for defense, and it was going to be like, well, spending focus is a correct decision. I still think I wouldn't have been greedy. I think it was a correct decision not to spend it on offense.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. He doesn't need now. That's disrespectful.
Let's see. 4 hits. 4 dice and hit and a crit. So probably
Okay.
spend the evade.
And he's safe.
And he's safe. So interesting choices there. Deciding to go switching targets, and of course the unfortunate natty evades of the striker really keeps Brendan in the lead here.
Yeah, well on top now, and as Nobby pointed out last turn, this is where the collision detector cloak Phantom is really going to cause havoc. He's got all the options now, whether he wants to try and finish off the test pilot, chase the sentry.
Mhm.
Well,
Oh,
The
and
Starkiller base player still an option. I don't think he'll take it though because he's really got the two dogfighters as his bigger threats to his win piece, which is the Phantom.
Right.
But this is where he's got all the options in the world with his collision detector.
can I get one of you to take out the DOS, please?
Sure, I'll do it.
Thank you. You're not getting that striker off the board. That is really
that's
made
really
it
rough.
extra. Yeah.
I don't think the Starkiller base is in range if he moves a 1 straight to coordinate. Is he in range? It's a bit
I
tough.
think he's got to either look at deciding just hey, accept the rock and do it 2 hard over the rock so he can come in next turn,
Yeah.
or he's going to do 1 straight to 2 turn the following turn.
Yes, he's in a very awkward position. But also the 2 Onyx Squadron TIE Brutes are, well, the red one is definitely also in an awkward position. He must turn in sooner or later, or possibly running off the board. And
he's a
with
healthy
that,
one.
then the healthy one, the red one. And if you turn in, you don't really get shots because the turret can only be pointed front or back, just like the TIE SFs.
And the A-wings,
And the A-wings, yes. Oh, yes, Nobby. How could we ever forget about the A-wings?
Yeah,
Yes,
just quickly,
yes.
the Starkiller base has lost 3 shields. If you could update the overlay.
Got it. Thank you.
And red has lost a shield.
Red has lost a shield?
Red lost
Okay.
Yes, it's 1 shield.
Yes. Okay, got it.
I don't know when he actually lost a shield though.
I
thought he evaded.
That was where? When? Didn't he have an evade token? Yeah.
Crack shot.
Oh, crack.
That's why he had crack shot.
Of course.
Of course.
The TIE striker used crack shot on the evade. Yeah, so it was 2 hits into 2 evades, but he crack shotted it.
Yes. Worse.
I like the idea of sucking up that rock for the Starkiller base pilot. I've got to say, it gets him back in the fight faster.
Yeah.
So you've marked off the TIE striker as dead. It's not. It's still alive.
Why did I do so? Okay. Oh, okay. That was so weird.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Looks like it's definitely Brendan's in the lead right now.
Yeah.
And also, I think Brendan has the better positioning overall.
At this turn and last turn for sure. I think if he lost a TIE striker and then he was in a position where he could initiative kill that yellow TIE brute, I could see things being. I would say this turn would have been okay for Nathan, but the fact that the striker's still there makes it severely hard for Nathan to regain momentum.
Okay. Doing a decloak to the left. Do you think that he's trying to finish up the red TIE BA or possibly catching the Starkiller base?
Ooh.
3 bank. It is a white, but they're still running over the rock.
And crit.
Take it on the shield. And
Thank you.
I think it's much the same as a 2-turn. He gets a 2-turn and the angle's a bit different.
And less of a... Oh, making a 1 heart there. To the right. That's great. The TIE BAs, I love the blue ones, the 1 hearts and the 1 banks. Able to really knife fight, as Nobby has mentioned earlier. Taking a strain. Wait, did he already have a lock?
Are we changing targets?
No, he's not. He's not trying to change target. He's just yep. He already has a lock. So Brendan's letting him not stress to take a lock. And then he's deciding to, but fail to boost.
Oh, he looks
right bank. Oh, that's unfortunate there.
right bank. Yeah, I thought he might try to do a Daredevil boost.
I'm not sure that would fit. Maybe. Oh, I think that would fit just barely.
Daredevil looks good.
Yeah, Daredevil looks good. Yep. Yeah. That's Oh, he's losing 1 gun again. At best, he would have just 1 gun firing from the TIE Silencer. That's not a good. That's not a good look.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
had to pour the damage on.
The Reaper's also in a good spot to get in and block the TIE Silencer as well.
Mhm. Brendan is trying to decide if the red TIE Brute should do anything. He's just switching the turret to the front and taking a calculate. Oh yes,
So
one of
reinforce it.
one of the lesser known abilities of the TIE Brute. They have a white reinforce. Interestingly, without any shields, they can still reinforce. Trying to keep him alive a little longer.
Might maybe it strengthens the hull or something.
I always thought that reinforces to reinforce the front or the back shields, but no. Turns out you don't need shields to reinforce.
Probably pulled out the gaffer tape, I think.
All right, doing a one bank, clearing the stress. Note that ailerons for non-Duchess strikers, they do not do their ailerons if they're stressed.
There we
And
go.
that's about-
Wait for
Oh,
the block.
beautiful. So beautiful there.
Mm. If that red BA had been able to do a Daredevil boost, would have been able to get some shots off and hopefully been able to finish off that.
Finish the
quick
yellow
question.
sentry, yes.
You've got him down as down to 1 hit point. Was he 6 damage cards on the table?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count. I thought there was 7. I do not know why.
I was going to say, otherwise
very much.
reinforced
Wouldn't do
wouldn't
anything, right? Yeah. Yep, you're right. I can't count apparently. Yes, that's correct.
He's rolled a hit on the console fire.
Console fire.
Rough.
Oh, even more damage there.
Here we go. Just natty roll 3 hits. It's fine.
I'm sure it would happen.
That's going to be 1 damage, though, because he's... Oh,
Yeah, no, he needed 3.
Yep. And still 1 damage. Still alive. Which is really bad news because he gets to shoot back.
Painful one's going to be the range 1 shot.
From the Phantom, yeah.
It's going to be very rough. Range 1 with a lock and the force.
And no defensive mods for Silencer. He has
And
no
lock 'em both.
shots. Yeah, he has no shots on. And
oof.
oh,
Yes, good night for the silencer.
Okay, he can roll
And
3
dice
natty
are
blades.
all over.
No.
Not with 1
Now I
blank
think it's
already in
all
the
over.
tray.
Yeah, it's out. I'm sorry. That is 1 dead Silencer. That block by the Black Scourgeon Scout was very, very good. And of course, it was alive because last turn the Silencer didn't spend the 1 focus to do 3 damage.
And the first order there is really missing his Daredevil at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is where it's a case of like you spend the focus to guarantee the death. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes you take a gamble. It was a gamble. He had a 1 in 7 chance of rolling 2 evades.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if he wasn't, then he wouldn't have been blocked, and it would have been a bit of a different story.
Oh,
Would have been
3 natties, 2 hits and a crit.
Oh,
Oh, this is ouch. A very dead.
I mean, that's just killed him. That's basically won the game now.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think you can come back with a Starkiller base pilot. This is unfortunate there.
I'd say that would be very tough.
Yeah, I think it's game, but we'll see how they play it out.
Oh, they still have MOV and bragging rights, but that's effectively finished the game. You basically once you get those aces off the board, you just get behind that start killer pace, and you just he stops. Oh, we just bump into him. It's okay. Where he is going to be pretty easy to get behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the ace, the Sigma Squadron ace, he's got a couple of turns, and he'll be in a position where he can just shoot the Starkiller base pilot all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very true.
One of them's pulled up the dice stats there.
Interestingly enough, I think Brendan is the one that has a slightly poorer luck score. They are pretty close to 0. Not too much difference.
Yeah.
But definitely
Just,
like
I think
some decisions here led to this outcome there by Nathan. He did do some really good blocks and maneuvers, but what do you think? I feel like focusing on the yellow TIE Brute was a mistake.
Okay, he's calling it there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the turn where he shot the TIE silencer, he had a good shot. Like if get 2 hits and not spend the focus and against with a 1 hit point, I think it was wouldn't necessarily turned out to be not the correct call, but I think it was worth a gamble considering the amount of firepower had coming through. I'm just going to pull him into the chat. 1 sec. There we go. Okay, guys, you're back. Welcome.
Thank you.
That was quite rough.
I mean, that's what happens when you're bad. So what can I say?
Oh. Wasn't that bad. I to be fair, I was with you in you not spending that focus on that striker. But then I said, I was like, I don't think he should spend it. There's a good chance that he would, he needs to roll the double nutty evade. But now that I said it, he's going to roll double nutty evades. And what do? You roll double nutty evades. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I called it.
I said to Brendan as well, if I get to the end of the round and that focus is still on that silencer, I'm going to be so mad. But I still think I'm comfortable that was my right call. Like I don't think I can win. I don't think I could win without the silencer. So
I think that was a correct decision. It was a gamble, and that's what the dice is. It's there is that element of chance.
Yep.
And the worst thing is it made it extra critical because he was then in a position to block you for the following round.
Yep.
If he stayed alive, and you could have then initiative killed that yellow TIE Brute. So even though the game swung to against you the next turn, that critical turn, you were in a good position that you could have redeemed yourself by killing that striker and then finishing off that Brute next turn.
Yeah, and I probably should have done the 1 hard boost as well with the provocateur on that last turn as well.
Yeah,
I think it fit with the striker. I think it fit with the striker where it was. The 1 bank didn't fit, which is unfortunate. But
we thought it fit from us eyeballing it.
Yeah.
Well, the 1 hard, yeah. Anyway,
but well, that's how it happens sometimes. It's just a small mistake can cascade down and cost you the game. But that's how it is sometimes. It was good play from both players. I got to say, it was still good plays.
I feel like I should have bullied his Phantom harder instead of turning in towards the Brutes with my 2 provocateurs. I think I should have banked the other way and bullied the Phantom.
We thought you were going to go for. We were first debating on whether you're going to go for initial joust, and then the follow up we were thinking if you're going to turn into the Phantom. But then you're like, no, I got the block, turned everything in, and tried to nuke a Brute.
Yeah, just got initiative killed by one of the provocateurs. Got initiative killed in the first instance. That was a bit rough, but anyway, that's all right. That's how it goes.
All good.
That Phantom turn was ultimate mind games. I was like backwards and forwards like 3 or 4 times. Or go left or go right. Do I just go over the rock and try and block his guys?
Thank you very much for streaming it, guys. Sorry, it was a bit short.
That's all right. It was a good game. That's what I live for.
It's actually a really good game to watch.
Anything
Yeah,
you guys want to add?
It's a very interesting match.
Yeah, I guess.
didn't
Bring this list to shoot to move first. I'm very mad. In this format, I thought for sure I'd be moving after a few ships with the provocateurs. Anyway,
You know, I only got guilt tripped into taking the bid as well. I'd say out of 100 times I play, probably 98 times I maximize the points, no matter what. And this list, I was just like, I really should take a bid. I'm putting all these points in this Sigma. I should take a bid. And it was meant to be like 4 or 6 points, and I upgraded the heavies to Onyxes and cut it down to 2. And I was like, all right, I better leave it at 2. I was very glad that I did in the end.
yeah, that was pretty big. Anyway,
Okay. All right. Well, I think we will. We'll try and get the players for the game 2 lined up. I see one of them ready to go in the chat. But we've also got to hunt down Mark, who is going to be playing against Christopher Dunn, who was the Australian Plastic Space Force League champion for Season 2, the last league. And, okay, yeah, we'll be back, guys. Won't be a moment.
Sounds good.